Namaste guys, welcome back to the channel No Edit Pretender where nothing is edited. So welcome to this beautiful world and city. Let's go for the next thing. So we have to talk to Catherine. I don't know how to spell her name. Let's see. Abastra Abassus girl.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
Catherine? And this is the
Let's
dunya
chat
that?
somewhere else.
I mean Naida? What is this about? Now we have to... Oh no. Open chum chum. Kadabra. I don't copyright Babra. Okay, so we are here to talk about the things in the next. What is the story is going to be,
Let's
huh?
talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a... After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described.
Yeah, the space thing.
Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for YouTube. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
A very happy ending in the end.
Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. Both are fine. Everyone reacts all right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your
My
reward,
first question
I will
is,
answer any and all questions.
why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other... Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of greater... I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied... Hold on, what about your own body? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages... At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Suristhana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've heard... However, I do understand that they had hoped to find greater... So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after... And I'm still really far away from being able to... Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone... Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the... Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. Go and get some sleep. Whether...
Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
spent quite
So
some
Dawn
time
has
in
been
Sumeru City.
completed.
But ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
So this will be dream emptiness and deceptions like a sunset hero. So I think we will do this thing in the next video because I think we have completed the moons of the thousand roses brings, and there are lots of new Archon quest I didn't see. I mean, no, this is the story quest. Okay, so like triplant hero. I don't know how to spell, but yeah, we will see this in the next video. And
Oh, we
I
can't just keep
think
waiting
I
around
have
like this.
to end
Let's
this
go
video
find
right here.
Cauldron and
Okay,
pick
so
up some work
we
so
are
we can at
ending
least keep ourselves
because
busy.
it will be easy to understand the which time and what time we are doing and what. So for the time being, bye bye.